name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Age Technology. Sorry, Black Series Edition LLC. I'm used to saying that. We're adding that nonsense of crows to the blacklist because it needs to be there. That's very disturbing. So for those who don't know, we did some investigating on 2 potential major scams on YouTube and for Square Media. I think Square, we're gonna be contacting Square Media tomorrow anyway. They got something on the site we don't like. We're gonna be contacting the legal department tomorrow over there. But anyway, that's Squarespace Media or Squarespace, whatever it is, and the other site, which is under Wix, under Crow1176. And first things first, let's say we wasted an entire day. Actually, it's not a waste of an entire day. If it exposes individuals that are basically misleading the consumer, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. And as I told you before, I don't like the industry as it is. And when you got people like that that are going in and misleading people to try to steal from them at the end of the day, that's wrong. So we caught this individual basically posting fake images in his account, in a on one of his website products. Actually, 2 of his website products. The items, the pictures that he had in there weren't really from his screen paints or from the projector. Basically, they were actually taken off Google imaging. We were able to go in and hit the back button for Google Lens and bring up the real images. Now, what you guys understand, it's not a day wasted for me because you need to be exposed. You're doing some really dirty stuff at the end of the day. So we're adding you to the blacklist today. You're going to be going into a couple of forum sites. A couple of forum sites we went to, we had that discussion about that, and they're on your site doing the same thing we were doing, hitting the back button. And you will clearly see that the images that he's showing off are not his. They're basically images that he took off of Google to try to act like it came from his screen paint product. That is definitely considered to be fraud and misleading your customers. And that's why you need to be exposed. So we don't lose anything on this. As a matter of fact, I gained a couple of orders because, you know, like I said, you need to be exposed. You guys do some really dirty stuff at the end of the day. So let's see where we're going to put you at for this video we just did. So this right here is all the scams that we caught this individual doing. A fellow by the name of Solid Wake 5 is on here for basically committing fraud. All this stuff is going to be brought up in court. We got 3 months left. I just Crow contacted me with some nonsense. I just contacted back. You got 3 months left, buddy. Tomorrow I'm going in and I'm filing for the I'm going to file as many as we possibly can before we go to court. So I'm going to be filing for the post office claim. Where's that paperwork anyway? I got to find that paperwork. I got to finish filling that out and send that in because, again, he committed post office fraud against us. I need to finish that out. Ooh, hey. Let me see. All right. I'm going to go through my paperwork because I do have that. I did have that, and I got to contact them tomorrow. I also too have filed with the Better Business Bureau because they've already been on your site quite a few times for screen paint products that he's been selling. That's just basically everyday house paint. So there are all kinds of stuff about this fellow that's really, really, really disturbing. So right now we're going to add in this huge video player. And this is, I think, one of the most sneakiest and dirtiest things I've seen this guy do yet, is actually go on and steal images. Quite eating something. And try to claim it was his own. See? All right. And this is us busting him and catching him doing these dirty things at the end of the day. Are we expanding this? Straight from the bottom. What are we doing? This is a stretch. Okay. This one out was a stretch. Okay. I need to stretch it a little bit more. All right, there we go. And like I told Partey, if you felt that I slandered you, hey, you got my number. You have your attorney call me. You bring me to court. That's what you do. Because there's nothing slander in there. You basically lied right there on your page. Your video's right there. You got there and said that your product didn't come in any other colors. It's right there showing in multiple colors, 4 colors. So again, knock yourself out. Bring me to court on that. I'm waiting. So we all know that right there. He just lied in that whole entire, I don't get it. You actually just did it right there in one video. So you got 2 videos up there showing you how to paint this screen in. That is quite confusing. I don't know what the heck that is going on about at all, period. And no, your website stays closed constantly all the time. And basically, you lied in there when you said that you basically process orders on Thursday and Friday. And it showed right there where you said you actually do orders on Thursday. Can't do, if you close on for processing orders, which I don't know why you would have to close for processing orders. That don't make any sense at all, period. Why would you have to close your website to process orders? I have 3 websites, not 1, 3 of them. They all run 24/7. What are you talking about? I maintain and maintenance 3 sites. And on top of that, keep it fatter, I do more video demonstrations. I build more screens. I test more projectors. You got to be kidding me. Interesting. Let me see. We're going to put here. We're going to put the whatchamacallit here. So I need to add a text here. But I think the lowest of the lowest is basically what Crow did. That whole fake image thing from Google, man, that is really low. That shows at the end of the day that not only does your product doesn't sell, but it also tells it then how desperate you are. That you're going to steal images off of Google and try to make it look like it's your image. That is pretty low. You can get mad and upset about that. It doesn't make a difference. You had no business doing it to begin with. You know better than that. That was just really low. That's a dirty thing to do. Just misleading your customers at the end of the day. And your reaction. Everybody saw your reaction in the forum site. They saw your reaction. We're going to be getting a blog on him soon. Where everybody saw your reaction, how you carried on, how you acted up. Why are you getting so frustrated and upset? It's your videos. Everything we post up here is you doing dumb stuff. You don't got to make anything up. I don't got to make memes or none of that stuff. I don't do any of that stuff. You just do dumb stuff on a daily basis and we just catch you doing it. And you're saying that I wasted a whole day. How would I waste the whole day? My email works. I get contracts to get orders. It still works at the end of the day. How would that stop me from getting orders? I took the time off to expose you jokers because you need to be exposed. You do too much dirty stuff. And that's a shame because customers are buying for the first time. They don't need to be running into people like you at the end of the day. That's why, Jamie, when we get done with you in court, you don't want to think about screen paint when I get done with you. You're going to be done. You are going to be done. Jamie's going to be going to court all this summer. All this summer, he's going to be in court. So you are going to be very, very busy. Partey, you are also going to be in court. I'm bringing you to court also, too. I'm bringing you to court for a couple of things. First things first, you go talk to an attorney. You tell him, hey, look, I took this guy's face. I slandered it, threw it all over the internet, and basically said his product was a scam at the end of the day, but I never purchased his product. See what happens. See what the attorney tells you. He's going to tell you this guy's ready to sue you. Yeah, get ready. Going to court. Solid Wake 5. Going to court. And evidence is right there we got on you. It's unbelievable. My lawyer sat there and laughed when we submitted the documents over to him, the videos and stuff. He laughs. He asked, were you mentally challenged? That's what he asked. Are they mentally challenged? This guy literally took pictures next to the receipts. Oh, that's hilarious. You're going to be an open and shut. We're not going to be in there long. We got time to go to lunch. It's going to be an open and shut case. So, yes, was you mentally challenged? I'm messing around. You're going to buy my lawyer a boat. Doing dumb stuff. You don't have any cancel orders from me. You don't have any rant messages and cursing and carrying on me. You don't have that stuff from me. Period. We got that stuff on you guys. But Jamie, that's disgusting. That is really, really low and disgusting. You mean to tell me that your screen paint guy is awful? We know it's awful. It's so awful that you got to fake your images. That's pretty bad. Let me see. So bad you got to fake his images. Stealing images off YouTube. Not off YouTube, off Google. Let me see what we got here. It's sad because you guys are over there hating on my 48. The 57 hasn't even launched yet. When that launches, you'll be hating on that. Any screen paint I launch, you'll be hating on that. Because that's all y'all do is hate at the end of the day. But that don't disrupt my sales at the end of the day. Wait till you see the house I'm about to buy. I'm already set up with storefront properties coming up this summer. You guys can't do storefronts because, number one, you don't have a license to sell in your state. I know that for a fact. Some of you are not paying taxes. We know that for a fact. The company is a stack of cards. If you have to be that desperate to go out and steal images, that's kind of sad. I'll tell you, that screen paint you have is absolute water. That's what it is. It's nothing but watercolors. That's all it is. You're trying to get on camera. You're trying to explain to people the foolishness. We can see it right there. Any form site will see that mess and look at it like that is just that's trash. You literally had to paint that screen, the same screen paint, same color, 4 applications, and then you say in your video that, and what you didn't mention at all, period, in none of the demonstrations, that if you paint it slightly another coat, a 5th coat, it's brighter. Yeah, no, it's not happening at all, period. Let me see. Well, now you got a new reason to keep your website closed because my people will be hunting for your stuff because I am going to get your product down here. And we're going to make a copy of it. It's easy because it's just distilled water. It's just basically gray paint with a lot of water in it. A lot of water. I'm going to show you when to get the same bead effect. You stick a lot of water in paint, half and half, you get the bead. That's the water that's beading off the paint. That's not blending in too well. That's why you had to stare it for so long. Curious, taken. There are people out there who make really good screen paint products. They shouldn't have to be in your category at the end of the day. And judging on how light I've seen that screen paint, again, network gray, bare silver screen, even the slip silver, silver mist would match that product perfectly. Not only would match the product perfectly, it's a 1-coat application. Why would I sit there and paint a gray screen 4 times? What's the purpose behind all that? Am I priming it? What's going on with all that? Why am I painting it 4 times? Is it different colors? Is there a primer, a sealer? What's going on here? It's all one color. So I'm going to paint this 4 times. Yeah, that's what I need you to do. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No one's going to do that crap. So we're going to put a big video player. We got Crow1176 fake screen paint pictures taken from Google. Can't say it's a lie because it's true. You did take them from Google. Took 2 of them. You took one for the Frankenstein, which is that moon, which has nothing to do with the screen paint. And you took another one from, I don't know what site it was he grabbed that picture from, but it wasn't yours. You ain't got a nerve to be lying about orders. No one's placing any orders at all, period. You can't back your products up. Especially when we tell customers at the end of the day, they need to ask for those, hey, how does your product compare to gray screen paint? They should ask those questions. Why would I buy your product when I can make it myself? Or basically just go to Home Depot or Lowe's and do the same thing. There are do-it-yourself form sites on screen paints all over Projector Central, ABS Forms. Let me see. All right. That's good enough. Let's get a video for this one. Let's see. We have to go here and grab it. You need to be exposed, just like I'm going to spend this summer doing what I have to do. But like I said, I'm going to be in and out of court. That's where I'm going to be at. Let's see where we got to go. Where's that video at? We just did that a few minutes ago. Here's into some Chicago. Let's see. Let's go to YouTube right here. Now, I don't check your account anymore. I don't go to your YouTube channel. You've noticed I don't go there anymore. My lawyer goes there. That's his job at the end of the day, to go to your account, to dig up and record videos on anything that you're doing that you shouldn't be doing. Because we're also going to be bringing to court for the Black Series LLC, which we know that you've been doing and slandering at the end of the day. So that's another lawsuit placed against you. As a matter of fact, I got to go file for that one too. I'm going to, if he comes back, which he's on vacation, but he contacts me and tells me that if there's anything, my logo, anything popping up over there, I'm going to go right back to the CCB. I'm going to file another docket against you for basically touching that, because that has a copyright attached to it. And then I'll be sending you to court again. You know how bad this is going to be when you go to court? You're going to have 2 copyright claims against you for touching 2 forms of copyrights that are not yours. That's going to be pretty bad. Then you got that whole post office fraud thing going on. Gee whiz, man. It's not going to be a good summer for you. Great summer for us. Awful for you. And like I said, because of the emails we had to submit over, and it was a lot of emails, and they all were traced. Remember, we're talking about the United States government that's involved in this. They're tracing his emails. There's going to be jail time involved in that, Crow. It's going to get a little jail time. It's going to get a chance to get it behind bars. See what it's really like. That's where you're going to be at. Can't be sending people death threats and hate racial slurs and emails. You can't do that. That's why we went through your emails this time. There was nothing in there. You kept it clean. Just regular dumb stuff. But keep in mind, that's considered to be harassment and bullying. Still a crime at the end of the day. All right, let's see where we got it at here. I want to be over here. Get this right here. All right, let me see. We need not the long one. We need a short one. That's perfect for the blacklist. Let me see. It'll be a live demonstration. I like this 5G. 5G is clean. I think that's the one thing. I hope they got it where I'm buying my house at. Yeah, to tell you the truth, I am never doing an apartment ever again. I can't do it. I just can't do it. There's not enough room for me. There's just literally not enough room. My place is like 850 square feet. The one I'm getting upstairs is like 900 square feet. And it's still not big enough. I'm used to having an entire place to myself with nobody in it. I hate it. I don't like it. So I'm looking for a house right now. So I'm going to double up my rent, pay twice the amount, get my loan, knock my entire rent out, be done, and move into another house, which I'm actually looking at a house right now because I'm going to get this rent knocked out quick. So rent's like 1,400. I'll do like something like 28 and knock it out no time at all. Get my loan. I got a loan coming up for about a couple. I ain't gonna say how much, but it's a lot of money. I'm gonna knock out the rest of from that, and I'm just gonna basically go get me a house. I can't do apartments. I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't. I don't like the fact that people being over me and under me. Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it. You understand, I ain't trying to be a snob or anything, but I rented all houses. I've never been in an apartment. It's my first apartment I've ever been in. I had all houses. I'm getting me a house. That's what I'm doing. And I'm getting a big one. I might get one bigger than the one I had before. Way bigger than that one. I'm definitely getting that. So I'm actually right now looking to rent to own or rent to buy or something, whatever I got to do. But I'm getting me a house. I can't do this. Don't worry. The neighbors are quiet. They are. They're real quiet. You don't hear nothing. You hear nothing. No, everybody's nice and quiet. But still, I just don't like it. I can't stand it. I don't like it. I need a big backyard. I need to sit out there and chill. But yeah, I need my own freaking. I need a house. I'm going to get a house. That's all to it. So I got 2 purchases to make coming up. I'm getting a house and 2 storefronts and a showroom. And we definitely need a showroom. I need to get this stuff into a showroom. I don't want this stuff. When I get my house, I don't want this stuff. I don't want video recordings in my house anymore. I want basically at the showroom and showroom only. So we need to separate all that. And that's why I took the time to fill out all that paperwork to get all that work done. And before I can launch the alphas, I have to have safety material data codes on every single one of them. Some other products, we have to get those on too on top of that. So we got our work cut out. I got more paperwork to do at the end of the day. All right, this one was, let me see, 12 hours long. Ooh, that long on that one? Yeah, we went in on them, did we not? They needed it. They need to be exposed. They do dirty stuff. 13 hours, 14 hours. Gee whiz, this one. 7 hours? Where's the other one at? We have one actually a lot shorter than that. Part T's big lie. Gee whiz, that was the most funniest I've ever seen. I told you I got a friend of mine that will call me up and you will hear him laughing in the background where he picks up the phone. He didn't know which one was more funnier. The fact that Partey sat there and lied while his own video was right there showing that the paint came in different colors, or the fact that Partey was, Crow was stealing images off YouTube to make his product look like it was something that it wasn't. That's pretty bad. I'm telling you, that is really, really bad. Really, really bad. That's like someone saying that they're like this amazing chef at the end of the day, and then you find out that they're going to a bakery and they're buying their cakes. That's what they're doing. They're not making anything. They're just going to a bakery and buying it. And then posting the pictures on Instagram to look, this is what I made today, and blah, 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 blah. And all the while they're going to a bakery. That's literally what he just did. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's the best of the best. Here's this free fraud pictures. Google, that was 12. That was 12 hours ago. That's 12 hours. Let me see right a minute. Got going on this one right here. Yeah, this is it. Short and sweet, right? Yep. And we got you in there having a conversation at the same time. Oh, perfect. Yeah, we're taking this one. This one we're taking. Because we got when we got the images, we sent a message and we're asking him at the end of the day, is this your is this your image? And he didn't reply back at all. He said that he couldn't reply back. He can only tell customers. Only customers are allowed to know. Oh, we know. All we have to do is just hit the back button. That's it. We can tell it's not your product. It's not your image. Where are the Crow Boys at? I am always dying to talk to the Crow Boys. You guys have disappeared. You have really disappeared. What is it? You're embarrassed and ashamed now? I'm pretty sure you are embarrassed and ashamed. The person that you call yourself defending at the end of the day. As a matter of fact, I can go back to my archives and I can pull your old conversations up and post them. Where you guys were backing Crow up 100%, saying his product was the best and his product can be trusted and he's not a scammer at the end of the day. He doesn't rob people. Yeah, I'm gonna pull those up. Be careful what you say in my room. I'm going to pull up all those old conversations and we're going to post them down on the blog and put all Crow's videos in there. That's what you were backing at the end of the day. Interesting. Let's see where we're going to put this at right here. I'm going to pull y'all freaking conversations up. I told y'all. Be careful when you talk on my channel. I'm going to pull y'all stuff right up and we're going to post it. These are the people that were backing this scammer at the end of the day. So I'll be on AVS forums tomorrow. And I also will be over on Projector Central. And our topic is going to be fake screen paint products. And guess who's going to be the star? Jamie is, because again, we caught him stealing images from Google to try to make his products look like more than what they were. That's just a crying shame. Jamie, by the way, I bet you if I go into your account right now, you have to keep the pictures in there. If you remove those pictures, that means I'm smarter than you are. You don't understand what that means to you people. Jamie he's real arrogant. So if I tell him that he can't change something, he can't change it. He has to keep it exactly the way it is. Now, me, if someone told me that, I couldn't care less. I'm going to change it. That's why he doesn't understand the concept at all. I told him that the word delivery, if he changes it, I'm smarter than he is. So he can never change it. It'll always be that way. Now, if someone did that to me and I spelled something wrong, of course I'm going to go change it. Why do I care less if you say you're smarter than me? I don't look like an idiot for a lifetime because every time somebody comes on my page, you can see it's spelled wrong and I can't change it because of my arrogance. Oh, see? Huh? All right, so this is what we have right here. This is the catching crow to catch a crow. To catch a crow. I like that. This is to catch a crow. Caught him basically stealing images off. These images are fake, so these are not part of the screen paint products. And we have one for the Frankenstein, 2 weeks ago from the Frankenstein also too. All the other pictures basically linked to him, but these right here are not his. I don't know why you would feel the need to take that at the end of the day. What were you going through? What was you thinking? You think no one's going to figure that out at the end of the day? No one knows how to use the back button on their mouse to figure that out? Well, tomorrow I'll have to drop the entire blacklist into a couple of forum sites. As a matter of fact, I even have my own forum site I'm going to drop you into. And you see how my search engine optimizer works. Anything we post, you automatically pop up all over anywhere we put you at. These things are freaking amazing. If I wanted to promote your company on here, our search engine optimizer is tweaked so well that you would come up first on Google. We don't pay for that whole. Just got to know how to tweak your freaking software. That's all you have to do. So there you are, buddy. You got another page right here. Crow1176, fake screen paint pictures taken from Google. Right there. Where the customers can get educated on basically not buying from you. Publish again to make sure you're in there. There you're good to go. So that's another one you got. Now, if you feel the need that you want to take me to court for any of this, knock yourself out. Go ahead. But you can't. Because if you do, you're just going to open up another Pandora box you definitely want to keep shut. You better hope none of this comes up in court. But it may not. I don't know. This is definitely going to come up in civil court. I told you I'm taking a civil court for this one. You claim to have a 39, right? We don't have any receipts or any purchases from those products at all whatsoever. I know every customer has ever ordered our product, every single one. I keep a record of all our customers that places orders for our products, every last one of them. So that means that if you claim that you got an order from a customer, we would know this at the end of the day. I'm very thorough about things and how I do things at the end of the day. You should know that. If I was able to spend 10 hours pulling you guys apart, going through every little detail and figuring out every little lie you told and exposing it, how much more do you think I know about my customers at the end of the day? First things first, let me explain something to you. No customer in their right mind is going to give you that product. And I'll tell you why. First thing, they're going to address us. If they're unhappy with the product, they're going to come to me because I'm the one holding their money. And when they come to me, they're going to want to see either to exchange the product, which we have no problem doing that because we have a fantastic exchange policy, which you do not have. And I've done dozens of basically exchanges on YouTube with the videos right there showing us exchanging products back and forth. And we have batch numbers on our products. All our products are tested. I can go to court at any given time with no problem because my product's tested. I can back it up on every level. That's why I've never lost. If you look at my PayPal transaction records, I have, in a year's time, I get probably about 5 returns. That's it. That's all I get. My record's right there. It shows exactly. So with that being said, I have an insane, outstanding record because I can back my products up. I'm very thorough on how I test my products. I make sure that my products work 100% because I use them myself. They have to work. I do not turn my apartment into a dark cave at the end of the day because I don't want to be in a dark cave. Mind you, Jamie, you sit in a very dark apartment. That's where you sit at. On a 100-inch screen on a $3,300 projector. It's a $3,300 projector. I, on the other hand, sit in a room with a $500 projector at 150 inches, and my environment stays exactly the same way. There's nothing changed about it. Because your product doesn't work at all, period. So that tells a lot right there from the door. I assume you went and you deleted little messages out of there about the 100-inch screen you ran. I asked you if you wanted it. I gave you the opportunity to back out. I said, do you want this? And you said yes, so I gave it to you. You really thought that screen was 100 inches, and it wasn't 100 inches. You embarrassed yourself again. Sometimes you embarrass yourself so badly that I had to learn to back down and move away from you because it gets kind of sad. Look at this mess you've made for yourself. Got products with your name written all over them, using the United States Post Office to abuse the United States Post Office to commit mail fraud. That's a very, very serious offense. The reason why I haven't gone in and filed that because it's a very, very serious offense. I have 3 years statute of limitations to hit you. But you already started the ball rolling. Since I filed the first one with the CCB, I'm going to follow the rest of them now. Oh, well. That's his life. It's over. It is. I've seen people like Jamie so many times in court. They go in court and they really think that they're, well, actually on YouTube, they're big and bold. The minute you bring them in court, they're like frightened little children. That's what they are. They realize this is real at the end of the day. There's consequences behind this if I lose. We have all that evidence of you basically slandering and tampering with those copyrights. Even the new ones you just posted, they already been submitted to the CCB already. Get ready, Jamie. It's coming. That's his docket number right there. He has officially received an email from the Copyrights Claim Department telling him to get prepared and get ready for court. And meanwhile, you sent all that information, you posted it, and now we got it all on recording, we got it on video of you tampering with our copyrights over and over again. And he's self-destructing already. There's nothing left for him. He already knows he's messed up. And Jamie's the kind of person that will go down with the ship. He's going to burn on the way down. That's what's going to happen. He's done. I got to go file another one tomorrow against you for touching the copyrights for Black Series LLC. That's a brand new copyright. We just got that one. That was just filed. Now you're going to be going to court for that too. You're going to be getting another docket number in the next couple of days. I'll be filing that one probably tomorrow. Probably again, no, you'll be getting it tomorrow. I'm gonna fill out the form tomorrow and send it through. We also be sending another additional. How many emails did we get from him? 200 emails will be sent in, including the other one, the previous ones. So it'll show a record that not only did you go in and you tampered with the first copyrights, but you went and you tampered with the second copyrights, also too, on the Black Series LLC. That's where we file the documents at right here. Yeah, it's gonna get real quick, buddy. I hope you got that money. Like I told you, you don't have that money. I called in already, and they already been through my paperwork already. It's a high priority case because how many times you hit my copyrights over and over again, your attitude, how you've been carrying on, you want to do what you want to do. So I was talking to what's going over there, and they said they're going to pose for criminal charges because you didn't hit it one time. You went out and hit it multiple times, and then the nasty messages about doing whatever you want to do. So they're basically seeking some criminal charges, which means you might get some jail time out of this. There's a good chance you might not go home when we go to court. You could be going to jail after that. Jail time for copyright infringements. Maximum of 10 years. How many times did you hit my copyright, Jamie? You hit my copyrights maybe about a good maybe 16, 17 times. You hit my copyrights over and over and over again. And sent messages in that you do whatever you want to do. Now, we got copies of all that. Everything you just did was submitted already. So when we go to court, they're going to bring that up. That's the evidence they're going to bring up. You're going to have to explain to the judge that you got permission to do this. And we know we didn't give you permission at the end of the day. You got no signatures, no documents, nothing from us saying anything. That's a lot of money you're going to have to pay me up. And again, like I said, there's a good chance you're not going home. There's a good chance that you're going to get handcuffed and processed. Or they may I don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen. Remember, you're dealing with the United States government. This is what's going on. This is not basically going to court. This is with the United States government. It's the United States copyright that you violated. This is extremely serious. So if I were you, this is what I would do. I would go on vacation. I would enjoy your life as much as you possibly can because time is running out. And when we go to court, it's going to be brutal. You violated 2 copyrights now. I know from the fact already, you already violated my copyrights and you used my logo under Black Series LLC. I know this already. So tomorrow I will be going and filing another against you. You'll receive another second document, a docket number from the courts. I'm going to call and I'm going to request jail time. If you can receive some kind of jail time, some kind of criminal sentence, because they're going to give you something. It's going to be bad. They got to give you something. That's 2 violations, and that's over 17 times you touched those copyrights, including messages that you sent to me telling me you're going to do whatever you want to do. It's your logo at the end of the day, carrying on and acting out. They enforced that law. So what you did was you turned around and you took my information, my freaking copyrights, and you spit all over them. And you basically said you're going to do what you want to do. So let's see if you have that same nasty attitude when we're in court. And again, as I said before, if you don't have my money, well, you're going to have my money. You don't have a choice. I'm going to execute right there on the spot. I'm going to liquidate right on the spot. I want to make sure that before you go home, your banking accounts are frozen. And I'm going to make sure that as soon as possible, they can have the sheriff's department, whatever they got to do, go to your house and start taking your stuff as fast as possible. I want all your stuff sold at auction. Your income tax check is mine because I can garnish your income tax. You owe me money. Executing a liquidation on a lawsuit. So basically, you owe me everything until you can pay me up. And keep in mind, this will come with interest. You're going to have to pay interest on this. You will never catch up to this. When you pass off this earth, this will go over to your family. This is not going to go away because you pass away. They will inherit your debt. That is just the first lawsuit. The second one will be for under LLC, for under the our company under Black Series. You have another lawsuit coming up for small claims court for basically batch number violation for slander on our product. You have another lawsuit coming up for civil court for basically saying that our products were nothing but black paint and doing fake demonstrations on YouTube. You're going to have to bear that you have receipts for these items, which you do not have at all, period. You're going to have to show proof that my product comes up this black. If not, you're going to be sued with a $250,000 fine. Well, actually, lawsuit. Or if I want, what I could do is I could hold off on basically going to the small claims court and just file a civil lawsuit against you for copyright infringements and also for slander in my company, because that's a little different in there. That's a little different. And you're talking about some serious, you could get some very serious jail time with that one. And there's the incident with the post office fraud nonsense that went on. Now, once we get done with you, then I'm going to go pop over to Wix because I'm already set up an account with GoDaddy already to transfer my freaking websites over. And we're going to file a lawsuit against them because we gave them plenty of opportunity to remove your content, which they did not do. And again, that puts a smile on my face because I'm going to sue the living daylights out of them, including YouTube. We'll be filing a class action lawsuit against them because we also wrote to them and told them at the end of the day what you were doing on your channel and how they were violating our copyrighted material, which is funny because you think YouTube would basically crack down on something like that, but they didn't. But I'm glad they didn't because I'm going to sue the daylights out of them. We're like, but you can't, why do I care about broadcasting on YouTube? You know how much money I'm getting out of this at the end of the day? He doesn't have any money at the end of the day. We know that from the door. Jamie doesn't have that kind of money. We just basically in the day are just going to slap him with tons of liens. That's what he's going to be hit with. He won't be able to lift his face up when we get done with him. He is going to be buried pretty badly. Do feel sorry for his family though, but he brought it on himself. Post office fraud.
According to About USPS Home, USPS, call 1-877-876-2455. Visit www.
Kind of forget my speakers. That's why I need a house at the end of the day because I need to have my stuff. Violations for post office fraud.
According to UpGuard, email spoofing can greatly increase the effectiveness of phishing and other email-based cyber attacks by tricking the recipient into trusting the email and its sender.
You're stupid, Jamie. Do you see how much stuff I'm going to hit with you at the end of the day? Just sending me emails on fake accounts and fake orders and stuff like that. I can literally get you in serious trouble just for that. Every single email you sent over is now being traced and under investigation. Consequences for found guilty for post office fraud.
According to federal criminal defense attorney, mail fraud is punishable by imprisonment for 20 years, a fine, or both. There are two subsets of mail fraud punishable by a $1 million fine, 30 years incarceration, or both.
What is needed to prosecute someone for post office fraud?
According to law offices of Michael Lowe, the prosecution must have sufficient evidence that the defendant intended to defraud someone to prove up a mail fraud conviction. This does not mean that actual fraud must be shown. The government only has to have enough evidence to prove that the defendant intended to defraud his or her victim.
Didn't you send me a paint like this in the mail and we recorded the shopping cart before we processed the order, clearly showing that that was what we ordered? But instead, at the last minute, you sent us this color product right here, where you went in and you changed the shopping cart color or the product color at the last minute. That's considered mail fraud, Jamie. And then you signed your name, best of the best, all over the packages. We only need one. That's it. And on top of that, we even had the case from PayPal where we won the claim. Because PayPal basically stated you committed fraud. It's going to be a bad year for you. See these videos right here? They've already been submitted already as evidence. We don't need much. That's all it takes. That's why I warned you from the beginning that I told you, if I buy something from you, just give me back my money. Don't do that at the end of the day. That'll get you in a lot of trouble. So that's all I need, is to show that your intentions were to ship me a product that to defraud me and to basically steal from me, which you did. You sent me that product, that Frankenstein mix, and we went in before. And in the video, it says that I basically am making this recording because I fear that Jamie is going to go in and basically change the color of the product and send us down something completely different. And you did exactly what I said. And that's what PayPal saw, and PayPal filed a fraud charge against you, and you lost your claim. So they're going to go in, and not only are you going to see that the fact that you changed the item at the last minute, changed your color, sent this down something completely different, but they're going to check PayPal's complaint and see that you lost your claim against us, and we basically won it, and we're able to file and win that you committed fraud at the end of the day. Ah, man. How old are you now? That's a long time in prison, man. You might not get out until you're around 60. The problem you have here, Jamie, is the fact that, let me explain something to you. Some people, when they go to court, they will always try to plead that this is my first offense. I never got in any trouble. I'm a good person at the end of the day. The problem we have here, you did it too many times. And keep in mind, we did send you a cease and desist or cease and desist, or whatever you want to call it, but he was sent this document. The reason why the document was sent to you on the copyrights is to tell you to back down. So you were already warned. You already knew that this was coming. So if you go to court, when we go to court and you start crying in court about how you're all innocent, I don't know what's going on, I didn't know. No, that gets severed right in half because we sent you paperwork telling you this was going to happen. And the judge is going to ask, how long was this document sent? We sent this document to this individual of July of 2021. So between July and 2021 until now, you had plenty of time to mind your own business, and you refused to do it. And you kept on messing with the copyrights. So now what are you going to do? On top of that, I told you, I got documents of the Frankenstein. You went in and deleted all the videos on the Frankenstein. We can't find, but don't worry, I got copies of all that. I got copies and pictures on your old eBay account when you were posting and making sales off the Frankenstein pictures. And you didn't pay him any royalties at all whatsoever, not a thing. So not only can we go in court and show that you have basically tampered with two sets of copyrights, but you actually profited and made money off somebody else's copyrights and didn't pay him a dime in royalties. That's going to suck. Oh well, I am got work to do. I'm gonna jump in VR and have some fun for a little bit. That's basically about it. Your life is over. I explained to you guys at the end of the day, and I warned you. I gave you plenty of time to back away. I did, and you didn't want to listen. When we get to court, don't say anything to me. We're done. You understand me? I don't want to hear any apologies or crying, whining. I don't have any remorse for people when we walk into a courtroom because I gave you plenty enough time. When we go in there, it is strictly business. I'm there to get the job done and leave. That's it. That's what's going to happen. Let me see something for a minute. I'm curious about this. 15 accounts of copyright infringements. You're going to need to get a lawyer real quick. You're definitely going to get jail time for that. You're definitely going to get jail time. Good gracious. Ooh, man. Dude, you don't have to worry. The money is not something you need to worry about. You need to worry about trying to keep your butt out of jail. That's what you're going to have to worry about. Willful for copyright infringements. $250,000 per offense. Look at this. This is crazy. You're going to be millions of dollars in debt. There's no way in the world you're going to be able to get out of this. Gee whiz. I kind of feel, no, I don't feel sorry for you. You kind of brought on yourself. Notice the messaging thing ain't going off right now. I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen. Your wife's going to divorce you. That's what's going to happen. She's definitely going to separate from you. There is no woman on the face of the planet that's going to sit there and say, wait a minute, wait, at the end of the day, I'm going to hit with this. I can garnish your income tax check. You know that, right? You're basically a married couple. If I hit one, I can hit the other one too. I'm going to see about this. Gee whiz. She going to get no prison time. That's not going to happen. But she's going to hit with them fines are going to hit her. Tell her right now, and the debt is going to hit her. If you were trying to get a house, that's gone. Your credit is gone. All that's gone. You can't borrow for jack. You can't get nothing. You can't get anything at all, period. Your credit is completely obliterated. It's gone. It's not even there anymore. Liquidating someone's assets. It's called execution of judgment, right? Execution of judgment on someone else's properties.
According to Law Shelf, execution refers to an official document that directs a sheriff to take possession of a judgment debtor's property so that it either may be turned over to the judgment creditor or may be sold at public sale so that the proceeds may be turned over to the judgment creditor.
That's what I'm going to do to you in court. When I win my judgment, I'm going to file this document against you. So this document basically allows me to take your stuff because you owe me money at the end of the day. I'm going to start talking to my lawyers about that right away. That needs to be executed right away. See this right here, Jamie? This is what's going to happen to you. It's called execution of judgment. So it gives me the right to basically, I've done this to somebody already before. Once I win a lawsuit, I can go in and I can file for this document. That means that basically that they'll hire the sheriff's department, will come over and they'll repossess your stuff. Everything you have, they'll take it. Everything. I don't care if they will take everything. They'll strip your house bare because you owe me money at the end of the day. Can I freeze your banking accounts? I wonder, can I freeze his banking accounts also too? Executing judgment. Can you freeze banking accounts?
According to Consumer Law Center, Inc., a creditor or debt collector cannot freeze your bank account unless it has a judgment. Judgment creditors freeze people's bank accounts as a way of pressuring people to make payments.
I can do that because you will owe me money, and consider me a lot of money. Because you owe me so much money in this lawsuit, I can literally freeze your accounts. Whew, this is going to be fun. Usually, I don't take any pleasure in this kind of stuff, but you can't get mad at me, Jamie. I gave you plenty of time. I sent you a letter and of 2021. In that letter, the lawyer strictly told you this is involving copyright infringements. This is what that letter was for. And if you were a man at the end of the day, you would have looked at that and said, you know what? I'm going to back out of this because this is getting a little too crazy and I'm not trying to involve my family in this nonsense. That's what a normal person would have done, not you. You decided to all go ho and jump and carry on, do what you want to do. And all right, then, no problem. Now, this is where we're at right now. Execution of judgment. Can you garnish income taxes?
According to Jimerson Berg, the answer is no. A private creditor cannot garnish the federal government for an income tax refund.
You might be lucky there, buddy. Can you garnish income taxes on a lawsuit? Let's see. Creditors. I gotta hire a creditor to do this, to go through all your stuff real quick. creditors and judgments against collecting the debt. Let's see. Tax refund, but it comes to tax refund. Our creditor. All right, we got another way to do this. I'll get an attorney to do this. If we can't get the creditor, we can get the basically execute to get your stuff from you. That I can do. I have to get an attorney to go into court to take that from you. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. Because we can prove that you owe us a lot of money. So we want our money as fast as possible. So they can garnish your income tax. I have to get an attorney separately for that. So I know how to do that one. That's easy. The creditor's only going to do so much. They can come in and take your stuff, which means you got a car, anything you want, motorcycle, they'll come up there with the freaking lift, take your stuff right from the door. You owe money at the end of the day. You got to pay it up. And this is definitely going to damage your credit. Credit's actually going. It's going to be wiped clean. So that's going to be definitely done. I'll do you one favor, my friend. When you do pass off this earth, I will make sure that I put a policy in that lawsuit that it won't pass on to your kids. Because I don't think they should get that nonsense at the end of the day because you're an idiot. So I will make sure that I put something in there, some policy, something that nightmare doesn't end over at your kids, because they should not have to suffer for you being an idiot at the end of the day. Now, as for the rest, I don't care. But I'll make sure that something's in there where they're not going to be hit with it. Why should their lives be ruined because you're a dummy? Most people at the end of the day, Jamie, if they really hated you at the end of the day, wouldn't care less about your kids at the end of the day. You owe money at the end of the day. They wouldn't care. Me, on the other hand, I'm trying to be lenient with this. So I'm still going to sue you. I'm definitely going to happen. You and your wife, whatever goes on, that's not my problem at the end of the day. But your kids, at the end of the hand, should not be cut short in life because you're an idiot. So I'm going to see basically if it gets to the point where, I don't know how I'm going to get around it. Whatever has to be done, maybe I can cancel. I don't know what can be done, but we'll figure a way where basically they don't get hit with it. Because, again, I got to look out for your own family because you can't look out for them. That's kind of sad. That's really, really sad at the end of the day. And I gave this individual the opportunity to apologize. And he chose not to. He chose to rather get sued for a bunch of money and lose his livelihood for his family because he didn't want to apologize to me. All that could have went away. And I gave you the opportunity. Well, game on. Tomorrow you're going to receive another document from me, from the courts, for violating my other copyright. I'm curious. Wait a minute. That's our lawsuit. What does the government get out of this? Because I know they have to file something too. There's 2 lawsuits involved. Actually, we file, and then for you violating the copyright between the United States government, they also have to step in. Because that's us at the end of the day. We have to sue you for that and take you to court for that. But then once that comes up, they got to also hit you too. So let me see what happens. U.S. government's penalty for violating copyrights.
According to University of Arkansas,
so.
Little Rock, willful copyright infringement can result in criminal penalties, including imprisonment of up to 5 years and fines of up to $250,000 per
There you go. I knew it was something. So what's going to happen is I'm going to hit you with my lawsuit. I'm going to win my lawsuit automatically. We already know that's going to happen. That's open and shut. We won. You, on the other hand, are going to be hit again. This is from the U.S. government because you violated some documents and paperwork that belongs to them also, too. All that stuff, back and forth because we filed with them to protect us at the end of the day. So they have their own freaking court and filing. You're going to be going to civil court for that one. They're going to file $250,000 per offense. So that means since you hit my copyright 17 times, that's 17 times $250,000 that you're going to be paying them back for fines for touching my copyrights, including 5 years in jail per offense. And you violated 2 of my copyrights? Gee whiz Louise. I got to go. Good luck, Jamie. You're going to need it. Okay? Bye-bye.